Hey there, I'm Lisa Niven-Kelly for Beaducation.com.
And I'm Mel McCabe with Beaducation.com.
We just shot this great class over on Facebook Live, our Beaducation Live show, but we've edited it and archived it here for you to watch.
If you hear us answering customer questions or talking to customers, you can just ignore that. That was just stuff that was in the moment when we shot the class, but there's still so much great content here.
Yeah, but if you have questions while you're watching this archive, go ahead and leave a comment below if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching through our site, just toss us an email at classes@beaducation.com.
And we'll get back to you with an answer.
Yeah, let's get into the video. Hey everybody, good morning. I'm Lisa Niven-Kelly here for our Beaducation Live show on Facebook. And this is Mel McCabe. She's our product manager. I'm the boss lady here. She likes to say CEO, but I prefer boss lady.
When we first got the Engravers, which I think was about 7 or 8 years ago, I was so excited, and I'm even more excited about it now because now we engrave on all sorts of stuff. We used to do just blanks, which blanks are my favorite, but now we even do leather and glass, and we're going to show you a little bit of all of it today.
Yeah, so Mel is the artistic one, so she's going to take the reins on this one.
Safety is key. So in particular, when you are engraving on glass, use a dust mask. The glass, you don't want to be inhaling any glass whatsoever. I wear glasses so I don't use the goggles, but if you don't wear glasses, wear some goggles or some clear glasses, something like that, so you don't get any particles in your eyes. Kind of makes sense, right? We have to sell 2 different kinds of engravers. This is the micro engraver. It's fantastic. I think it's about $18. It is easy to use. It has batteries, AA batteries. I think it takes 2. And what's so nice, I mean, this is it. You just unscrew it, pop the batteries in. It has a little, what's this called, Lisa?
Allen wrench.
Yes, that comes with it.
That's called.
And
here, let me zoom in on that action.
When you want to, when you need to change this little bit, you just turn this guy just a little bit. You don't have to pull it out. And then it comes right out. And then you can change it. It comes with a little bit of a larger bit that I have to say, I don't really use that much because it's really quite large. Like I'd say like a 3mm ball. This one works perfect. The only time you take this out is when you want to replace it, which we do sell the replacements. I've used this one to make, I don't know, 50 different holiday gifts. So you don't have to replace it all that often, except I do think if you're doing 50 glasses, because glasses, it does dull faster. Maybe you'd want to get the replacement back.
Am I remembering right that if, we have multiple hands in here. If you unscrew that all the way, it'll fall out. So just keep an eye on that.
That's true. If you unscrew it, this whole little spring will come out. It's happened to me many times. You can just pop it right back in. For the Proxon engraver, which this is my favorite, it comes in this really cool kit, you guys, that, let me see if we can zoom out and I can kind of show you. It's this kit right here, and it comes with a glass to practice on, a bunch of different bits. This is a plug-in one, so you're going to want to get an extension cord or make sure that your workspace is very close to your plug. Here's kind of the cord here. It's long, but not super long. This guy, you just take a pair of pliers that you're not, aren't your favorite special pliers, and when you change the bit, you just pull it out. And then you can just put in a different bit. And this one, like I said, it comes with a micro guy, a little bit bigger, quite a few different ones that you can kind of just make different textures. That's this one. The difference really between the two is I think this is a great one, a great starter one, and a great one if you're going to kind of do accents with engraving. If you're thinking, I'm going to use this on a lot, like I am going to do glasses, and glasses, I mean glasses like this. Check it out. I said that I called her Tuna. That's because there's Charlie the Tuna. I made this for Lisa.
Did you plan that? Is that why you said Tuna earlier?
I don't
just
know.
Came together.
It might be.
You're good.
So here you can see, and I'll show you guys, you can print out an image. I printed out Charlie the Tuna, tape it right in, and go right over it. Because yes, I can draw, but not that well.
I never knew that you did that. I thought you free-handed that.
Really? No. And I was even going to show you guys today, like Lisa got us all these clear glasses that all have our initials. This one's Collins, and she loves butterflies, so I printed out a little butterfly, and I'm going to show you guys how I do the butterfly. Also, So let me show you guys. There's a little more power behind the Proxon, if I didn't say that. Yeah, I'm gonna slide this on over.
Yeah, and that's the difference between the two. The battery powered one, like as you press, it might give up a little bit on the engine, right? And the Proxon is just more powerful.
Yes.
You know, so it's gonna last longer, it's gonna be a more even engraving, but you know, they're both handy.
They both are. They both are. You got a Honda and a Lamborghini. Yes.
All right, before you move on, can you actually show us the Tuna glass again and maybe put something in there so you can see it?
Okay, hold on, guys.
What about your hand?
My hands might work. Does this, let's see here. Does this work? Oh, not so much. Let me see here. Does this work when I do? That's a little bit better, huh?
Yes.
There you can see Charlie the Tuna. He's got like his little beret. See?
So cute.
And then here it says Tuna.
Tuna. I'm gonna start eating more tuna.
Once you have your coffee in here, you really can see it. Yeah, you do have to start eating more tuna to live up to your name. Here I'm going to show you guys are the blanks that we have done. Here is, I went ahead and engraved on copper. Can you guys see that? It says magic. This I just freehanded. You could also write and then just actually go right over your Sharpie because it'll actually engrave it immediately off. This guy, I freehanded a little tree just to show you can actually draw with it. It takes a little bit of practice because it's, you know, it's actually buzzing and shaking and you kind of have to just kind of get used to that. Here I did, we've actually thought about doing a stamp like this, but we didn't want to offend anybody. But I have to say, nobody really likes cancer, so I don't think we would offend anyone. You guys can chime in if you think that it would be offensive, because we want to do it. So tell us what you think. I think this would be a good one.
We want to know your opinion.
You can even, I love how this was done in Aisha's, she has a riveting project class, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're going to link to that class. It's called the Winged Heart, I think. Angela will throw a link up in there.
I love that it's like do your regular stamping and your riveting, but here, just by the accent on the leaves, on the wings, is so amazing, right? And one of my favorite things is with silver filled, you don't even have to oxidize because it actually exposes the copper. And how cool does that look?
That's really cool.
So you can combine it with different copper items. This one, my sister put down a picture of Ryan Gosling, and she went right through the actual printout and did Ryan Gosling there. Hey girl, it's my birthday. What's it say here? I like to hit it hard with a 2-pound hammer from Beaducation. What are you going to stamp for me? That's pretty darn cute. We have that on the wall.
I forgot about that. She's so funny.
Yes, yes.
Can you use a Dremel to engrave?
Yes.
The Dremel 4000.
Yeah, Dremel makes an engraver that's similar to this. And also you can try it with like a grinding wheel and see if it works.
Here, I want to show you guys, and I don't want to offend any vegetarians because this could definitely be veggie bacon that I love, but not really. I do love real bacon. This is just right on the leather. I mean, look at that. These are some of the leather bracelets that we have. Each leather is a little different. I do want to show you guys. We had kind of some suede here where it does engrave. Actually looks kind of nice. You can see the impression, but it's not, you can't really see it from far away. So
yeah, I imagine like on the suedes, they're a little bit different, but on these you're actually like removing that top layer and exposing the lighter leather inside of it. So that's why that works.
So if you do decide to do on leather, just know that each leather is a little different. Here's a lighter one where it actually worked pretty well. But most of them that we have, it works really well. So first I'm going to show you guys how we engrave on a blank. Okay, let's see here. I am going to do this on, can you get in a little closer?
Yeah, let me zoom in and then you move that to the middle.
Okie doke. So you can use a Sharpie and write down what you want in Sharpie or freehand it. I'm going to go ahead and freehand it. And I'm just going to write, you know what, Claudia's helping us out so much here today. Let's do something for Claudia. So here's my little bit right here. Oops, there we go. Here is the little, you just press this. And here I'm going to write. Makes a little sound like you're at the dentist. Because you probably can't see anything I'm doing here, huh? Is that a little better?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go handheld.
Claudia, and then watch this, I'll do a little flourish.
Hang on, I'm shaking.
Woo, I started shaking a little. So you got to get a pretty good grip on your blank here, guys, because it can kind of move with you as your bit here moves. So there's little Claudia. That looks pretty darn good, huh? Mm-hmm. And if you guys want, you could even just draw something on there. If you want to just draw a heart here. Here it is on copper. Fill it in.
So cute.
There's a little heart. Watch this, guys. I'll go ahead and just oxidize this. Or darken it, I suppose, huh?
So the thing with the engraving, it's not as deep as with stamping.
True.
So it's going to look a little bit different. It's not going to look as sharp.
Can you do this on aluminum?
Yep, that's what she's doing right now.
Yes, you
Working
can.
on aluminum. You can't see because I'm hiding it.
There you go. So yes, it is a little bit lighter, but I think it's so neat. I mean, you could do all of your writing, but it's also so neat just to do little accents too. I'll show you guys how easy it is on the leather here. I'm kind of doing a little border here of little triangles. Can you see that a little bit better? Maybe if I go like this.
There we go. So I'd recommend just having a practice piece of each that you test out each time you go to engrave to get a feel for how your engraver is feeling that day.
Yes, that's a good point. See?
Question.
Yeah.
Are you pressing pretty hard, or do you have like a light grip?
It's actually not hard, you guys. You do not press very hard at all.
I imagine you get a feel for it once you get started, right?
You definitely do. You're right, and that's why I think Lisa's so right to go ahead and grab, like a practice piece, and then just kind of test out like how you feel. And it will take a little while because you'll go, whoa, it's shaking a little bit. You press down hard enough so that you're continuously connecting with the metal. If you kind of put the tip up a little bit, then it could be a little shaky. So you're kind of constantly making contact. Does that make sense?
Maybe you could tape it down while you're working. Would that make sense to keep it from?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Around?
Yeah, you could absolutely do that. Yeah. Here, I'll show you guys. Now, this is where the dust mask is important, and I mean, very important to have your glasses on too. When you tape something in, which I taped out, I just printed this and taped it. If your glass is kind of thick like this, know that as you are engraving, it's gonna look a little distorted. Like you're gonna think, whoa, it looks kind of far away. You just have to kind of look at it and follow the black lines, but don't look too much at the glass, if that makes sense. Because if you stare at the glass, this one in particular is a little bit thicker. Thinner glass, it doesn't show that much of a kind of depth where it's maybe seems like it's about half an inch out. Here, I'll show you guys. You guys able to see here? I gotta.
So you're exactly right. 'Cause where the camera's hitting it, it looks like you're completely hitting
In a different
off.
area, right?
Where you are, it's straight on.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys were able to see that because I didn't know if I explained it really well. Let's see here. Let's see. And you can do a whole lot more embellishing. Oh, you guys, didn't that turn out kind of cute?
Super cute.
And even at that point, since you can see a little better, you could go ahead and put in little dots. I really do feel like I'm at the dentist.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
And I just want to reiterate, so this is glass that you're exposing, so make sure you wipe it off with like a wet towel that keeps the glass little flakes from going anywhere in your lungs, on your clothes, anything. Just be
That's
really,
a very good point.
careful about that. Maybe have like a wet towel or something underneath. I mean, we're in our studio, so we're just winging it for today. But see
Winging
this right
it.
here? Mel's going to go wash all that off.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Winging it.
Winging it with a butterfly. But now, I didn't even tell Colin I was doing a little butterfly. She's got a little butterfly for her coffee mug. Isn't that kind of cute? Look at that. That's a good shot, too, even. Yes, another question.
Question for engraving.
Mm-hmm.
So is it cutting a groove into the glass, like engraving, versus obviously like etching, right? Do you feel it? It's not very deep, you mentioned. So
Yeah, you can definitely feel it. Like,
You can feel it.
here, listen. Can you hear my fingernail?
Yes. yes, that was good. That's a good one. Yes. You do feel it, just a little bit. Yes, not as deep as when you stamp.
Yeah, so you're removing some of the glass.
This one kind of is cute too. That's with the aluminum. The aluminum's a lot softer, so you can see it kind of impressed even harder here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told you there were kind of larger bits. Like here's a really large one. It looks like I did it thick, but I didn't. It's a thicker bit.
Yeah, and the Proxon Big Daddy one comes with all kinds of grinders and bits. It's pretty awesome. So that can be used for different types of texture.
Absolutely, and different thicknesses of your fonts. Like I used kind of one that was a medium one, and there's even one that's smaller. See that guy?
Yeah, I notice you use it. You do a lot of words. I mainly use the engraver for texture, so it's fun. You can do both.
Oh, I think you're right. I mean, even if you just stamp your regular piece and you just wanted to do like stitching on the side,
Or
I think
like
it.
Aisha's wings.
Yeah, absolutely. Which it kind of works out well. Like if you ended up kind of doing let's say you messed up something, but you're like, I don't know if I want to stamp over that. I'm a little nervous as it is. But you kind of maybe did like a portion of a heart or something. You could actually fill in with the engraver, which is kind of nice.
just like doing like little swipes back and forth. It's
Yes.
really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, any other questions while we're down looking here?
just more touching on the removing of the glass. It's not going to actually distort the metal, right? Because you're not going that deep in like you would when stamping.
Correct.
It will not distort the metal. Nope, definitely not.
That's a good question.
Here, I love this one right here with
Yeah.
I do think the silver fill
So
is pretty awesome.
These light lines were done with the engraver, and then she just went deeper to really remove the silver and expose the copper core. Mm-hmm. It's super cool.
I'll tell you guys, whenever I do the engraver, I kind of get like an engraver bug. I have, I think, 8 leather cuffs at home where once you start, and I've filled it in with a couple of them, different color actually. I don't know if I even did different color Sharpie on some of the leather.
Oh yeah, or you can use leather paints, and there's a lot of people in our group that are talking about leather paints. I don't have a lot of experience with it, but if you have experience with leather paints, Cheryl, I know you're out there, leave us a comment because that would be even more interesting over the top.
It does look really pretty. Like I did a couple of swallows with flowers, and then I filled them in with kind of red flowers and green leaves, and it's held up. Like I think I made a couple of them years ago, and they still look great.
Yours are so good. She's artsy.
It's fun. It's fun just to do for gifts too. I think it's nice that personalization. Yeah, with glasses.
And that's why we got into engravers. Like we do stamping is our main gig, and I was thinking, what else can we introduce the world to that can help with personalization, whether it's words or texture or just altering your metal. And then we started carrying these engravers, and they are so much fun. Just please use safety goggles and a dust mask. Oh, Claudia's got a question.
Is there any metal that you would not use this on?
Oh, that's a great question. I would stay away from the really hard stuff.
Yeah, I think stainless.
In terms of metal.
Yeah, I don't think stainless I just wouldn't do. And I do think I've done brass and nickel silver, but it is going to dull your tip faster, and you'll just be buying more replacement
So
tips.
it'll work. It may not work as well because you're not going to be able to go in as deep, but again, just like stamps, if you use it on something too hard, you're going to dull it, and you're going to kill the life or lessen the life of your tool.
But the fact that it'll work on glass as well as it does, I don't think, other than stainless, there's a metal it really wouldn't work on.
Yeah. Yeah, just because, you know what, just try it, and if you start out and you have to press really hard, just cut it. You know, don't use it from them forward.
Thanks so much for joining us, you guys, and I hope some of you guys get into the engraver.
Yes, thank you.